Today's adventure, we went foraging for blackberries in public land. Now, we didn't actually get to bring home any blackberries because the season here in Florida has been so wild with our hot weather. They actually had an early bloom for the springtime. And so I thought we could go out, we knew where blackberries would be, and what we're finding is that they're in all different stages everywhere we go. So we might get one or two. But you'll get a kick out of our adventures in public land here in Central Florida looking for blackberries. We find some in different stages, we tell you a little bit about the plant, and watching me get in Grayson's truck, that's probably worth the effort right there. Anyway, blackberries are a wonderful, wonderful fruit. They're full of vitamin C, fiber. Actually, the seeds have a lot of oils in them, omega-3s and omega-6s, and carotenoids. Lots of good stuff. And blackberries might not be on your list of favorite fruits like strawberries and blueberries. The chickens keep making noise. But they're wonderful, and there's lots of things that you can do with blackberries. And learning how to forage and what to look for when you're out on a walk is a great way to teach your children about food. It's a great way to learn about food and how it grows. We stumbled upon some wild blueberries, so I show you what those look like and how to look for them. And we might not have come home with any fruit, but we had a beautiful walk in the woods, a little bit of fishing of course, and saw some beautiful wildflowers along the way. So join us on our adventures in blackberry picking. All right, so you want me to follow you? Is there gonna be a bathroom?
Probably.
You sure?
It might be disgusting paper.
Do you have toilet paper?
Yeah, these.
All right.
These.
So we've got, you can see in the back, we got fishing poles because you never know when you're gonna find a pond to fish in. Grayson's ahead of us because we're gonna have to go into the woods, but I have air conditioning, so we're driving 40 minutes. And I also worry about finding a bathroom in between here and there. Grayson's ahead of us, we're heading out. We're in Volusia County looking for blackberries, and we'll catch up with you later. We've already lost each other and we're just in the neighborhood. I didn't know where he was going. So we are at Circle K and we got gas, thank goodness, and the bathroom. So I got to use the bathroom before we go into the woods, and I was concerned about bathroom situation, but we're getting ready to hit the road and we'll see you in the morning. All right, we're going in the woods. We've got to load up the, uh-oh, I smashed my bucket. Load up the truck with our stuff. Put this in the cab. Get my little bucket here. All right, y'all go put that stuff in the truck. Here, take my boots. Take my boots. You gonna put up the chair? I always have to bring a chair because I never know where we're going. Oh, it's a gorgeous day. You're really a hillbilly now. You know, we used to do this when I was a kid in my Uncle David's truck. All right, you ready? All right, hold on. You don't have a step for me. I'm not supposed to get up in here. What? What? I can't step on that. I'll fall through. Grayson.
I was gonna lift my truck higher too, Mama.
Come on now.
Mama.
Right. All right. Let's find us some blackberries. We're out looking for blueberries. No, we're looking for blackberries. And in some areas, they're ready. Some they're just coming on. They usually have a couple waves, so we're not sure we're really gonna find any, but we sure are finding some wildflowers in bloom. I gotta get a picture of this. How's the ride? All right, so we're exploring looking for blackberries, but what I want to show you is if you've not gone blackberry picking before, what the blackberry bush looks like, okay? There's other berries in the woods and you don't want to just eat anything. So you need to do your research before you're eating blackberries. So here, this one is in a little couple stages. We got a little blackberry going on, some babies growing. This is their bloom right here. There's the bloom, real pretty bloom. And then you're gonna get your fruit coming on. Now this one is in a couple stages where some of the fruit's already gone by. So we've got a couple stages here. There isn't any here that are ripe and ready to eat, but they're getting there. This is kind of a windy day, but we're showing you this is the fruit. They look a lot like raspberries. They're in the same family, but you definitely want to do, and they have thorns, so you're going to get wrapped up in thorns. But you must do your research before you eat anything in the woods. All right, well, so far we've been unsuccessful finding ripe blackberries, but the boys have stopped here. There's a lake back there, and they're gonna fish a little bit. I'm gonna put my boots on and just kind of go walking around in the woods a little bit. You can come with me. We're gonna do my all-important chicken boots, and if you haven't seen those before, let's slip those on. Blackberry picking, but we stopped at Bear Pond to fish a little bit. And that's kind of what happens when we go somewhere. You always got to stop to fish. Alright, so one thing I like to do when we're out in the woods is if I see a plant or something that I can't identify, I take a picture of it on my phone. And I have an app called inaturalist. There's lots of different apps out there that you can use. So I've seen a couple things I'm not sure. They already have seeds, so I'm going to snap a picture and see if I can't find out what it is. Okay, so this is actually a type of rattle pod, like I showed you in our quarantine victory garden video. They rattle. They're a woody shrub. And they have these rattle pods. They're found in the woods, generally native to Asia. So I'll do a little bit more research on that, but that's what this is. These are rattle pods. This is the bloom of that rattle pod that I was just showing you. They're real pretty stalks, real pretty. This is the blackberry bush. This is a small one. That doesn't mean that it can't produce anything. But this is what you're looking for. You're gonna see barbs on it. They're very prickly, and usually you're gonna find them in big bunches, you know, where they're like masses of them. That's why they call them a thicket. But that is what they look like. Here's one right here. You can see those thorns on them right there. So that's why boots are good, long pants, and gloves. So far this morning, our search for blackberries hasn't been very successful. We've found a lot of plants in different stages, but you know, our weather here in Florida has been real kooky, and it's been unusually hot, record-setting hot for April and March, and so they've already gone through bloom already. They're on their second bloom in this particular area, but we are going to just enjoy our time here right now, and then we're gonna head over to another spot, see if we can't find some blackberries for you today. So we have shown you some bushes, we've shown you what they look like, and you know, we are in public land. It's open to the public. There's picnic tables over here by the fishing area, and I'm having a hard time getting the camera right. But you know, moms, you can do this. You can do this with your kids. It's okay if you're not an outside mom, a not so outdoorsy mama. I'm on a very open trail here, and it's a gorgeous day. There's not even any bugs out, and I'm just enjoying some time with my boys. You know, they're 14 and 17, and our time is dwindling. So I'm enjoying riding around in Grayson's truck and just seeing what's out here in the woods today. We happened upon some wild blueberries. They are not quite ripe. There's a couple on here that are getting red. There's one maybe right there, but this is wild blueberry. I think this is in the Lionia family, but I'm not quite sure. I'd have to look that back up again. But look at that, this bush is loaded. That's awesome. So this is the first one I've seen out here today. Just walking around looking while the boys are fishing. So here we have wild blueberry. So I went ahead and picked one of the blueberries, the wild blueberries, and it's not quite ripe, but it still has the flavor. Yeah. But just be reminded that when you pick things in the wild, they're not going to have that cultivated flavor that you're used to from the grocery store. So wild blueberries tend to have a little bit of a bitter taste to them, but a little bit sour, and but they're still really good. So when they're ripe, they're nice and juicy. You can go out and find, you know, we have one bush here that's just loaded, but then we walk and I don't see a whole bunch. So it's just like blackberries. You're not gonna find a field like a U-pick farm. You're gonna forage. That's why they call it foraging. You're gonna forage for it, and then be excited when you find it. So we're still hunting for the blackberries. Whoa! Changing positions here. Grant's gonna drive.